Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the Will and DeShaun show, and I'm DeShaun.
And I'm Will.
Will, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm amazing.
You're amazing. You don't sound amazing.
I'm always amazing.
You did sound amazing. I wasn't convinced.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all I got. What else to say? Um,
Oh my God.
well, the June of the 10th is coming up.
It's
It's
approaching.
what almost Juneteenth, and what a great holiday. And we want to talk about what freedom means to you. What does Juneteenth and freedom and all that great stuff mean to you?
For me, well, since we have free, to be honest, that's how I kind of feel. Well, I will say this. We are free to do a lot of things that we could not do in the past, right?
Hmm.
And even with that time with Juneteenth and all the stuff when the slaves were declared free, where they actually had to send the law to actually get these people off the land. Because, people did not want to leave. And, in Galveston, Texas, it was still some years before they even knew that they were free. That's how messed up them folks was over there. And they knew that the masters knew they was free, but they didn't tell the slaves they was free. Ain't that some shit? Just like a job. They'll work you and won't even tell you nothing about you about to get fired or you are working no more. You about to get laid off, but they still want to get that last day of working you.
Right. They probably we would probably still be in slavery
Yeah.
if can you imagine that?
Yeah.
That is
We
crazy.
just in a new form of slavery now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. We would probably still be in slavery if they could keep us in slavery.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, who wants to
Now,
imagine that?
absolutely. Now, do I would I want to be? Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. However, yes, if they had the choice and if they could, yes. And again, like you said, slavery never went away. That's what the 13th Amendment came in for, and they just put them in prison.
Right. Juneteenth is a good holiday. You're celebrating the ancestors and everything they did, slavery being abolished and officially being recognized all over the United States. It's a great
Hmm.
thing. And I will never downplay the history of the Black American. But I don't know. When I think about freedom, it's an interesting concept because freedom is basically being able to do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it, in my opinion. And I don't know with how society is set up if we really do have freedom.
We have freedom with limits.
Yeah.
We very
Yeah.
much have limits. Like I said, we have freedom of speech. However, you can say what you want, but there is still consequences on things that you say.
Right. You can get sued, you can
And
get put in
exactly,
jail, you can get all kind of things.
popped in the mouth.
Right. You can get beat up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's always gonna be a consequence.
Absolutely.
That's funny. But even beyond that, just having to work, and I hate always talking about work, but I do come.
Slavery.
Yeah,
What's so funny? I always think about that. I was like, whoever invented money and work and again, things have to get. Oh, let's just say this: things have to get done. Unfortunately, we have to work out here,
it's
right?
a
Things have
smarter way to
things have
do
to get
it.
done. But you think people are going to actually volunteer to be, like say, in your profession to be serving someone? Again, that was slavery. They wasn't, they weren't getting paid to do that.
Child is still slavery, okay?
Well, still, right?
But my thing is, I always think about how it's 2025 and things just should be so much further along. I feel like a lot of things could be better in a lot of different
Hmm.
ways. And it's like everyone has to really work. It's not like we just work a little bit. We all have to work. I mean, like 40 hours a week work. After we get done with work, God forbid we have some extracurricular activities or whatever. I mean, after I got done working all weekend, Monday I was tired, so I chilled. Today I had to run on my errands. So I go back to work tomorrow. So it's, of course, we're free. We can do what we want to do, kinda.
Yeah.
But overall, it's still a lot of limits on your freedom. That's why slavery, it almost seems like it never really left. It just kind of transformed
That's
into
exactly
whatever
what
it
it
is
is.
now.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
Right. But I don't still want to refer to myself as a slave because
And
I
we're
would
just
never
not enslaved
compare.
in the
Yeah.
same way that our ancestors was, and
Right.
all the things they had to endure on those plantations. Again, we deal with a lot of mental anguish, and at the end of the day, we do have the choice to not show up again. You get what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it would affect our livelihood,
Right.
but nobody's forcing us to actually get up and go to these jobs. We go to them because we want to take care of ourselves. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody want to go and be miserable on a job, but guess what? They have to take care of their family.
Right.
We have to take care of ourselves. For those who have children, they have to take care of their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I do believe now. I do agree with you on a better way. I do feel like, as in America, we do work too much.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that I feel like we should at least have a maybe 3 to 4 work day,
I feel like it should
work
be
week. I'm
4 hours
sorry,
tops.
in part time work.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
That way, you'll have the. I would say, if you truly want that freedom of doing things and being able to do things, I could definitely see that. If that was actually a real deal in life,
Hmm.
that would be perfect to work like 4 days a week for 4 hours a day. That way,
Hmm.
people can still spend time with their children, spend time with their spouses, spend time with their family, their friends, and just have a better quality of living
Right,
and
right.
not be overworked and
And be
underpaid and
exhausted.
overstressed.
Yeah,
Because, like you
exactly.
said, now living for the weekend, that's what I do. I live for the weekend. However, like you said, one of the weekends, you taking your time or whatever your day off is, you taking it to do all the stuff you haven't done through the week. You might
Hmm.
rest a little bit. You might want to go out with your friends and hang out and do it. And then guess what? It's back on the cycle all over again. It's like we back on the hamster wheel all over again.
Right. And slavery wasn't just it was about work, but also they didn't really own their own bodies too.
Oh
So
no,
that's
they didn't own anything. You were
yeah.
not
You were
even human.
property.
You were property.
So yeah, that's a
You were money. Like you were property. Like
really big part.
it's
We
a
can't forget
lot that
about.
went
Yeah.
around with along with slavery. There were breeding farms. It was just all kind of stuff that was going
It's a
on.
lot of horrific
A lot of
stories.
it was the and we don't want to compare apples to oranges when people talk about like the Holocaust and then slavery and stuff like that and who
Right.
had it worse. Slavery in America was worse.
We don't want to compare.
However, the truth of
Right.
the matter is slavery in America was
Well,
worse.
in America, it's just a legacy of slavery and everything that came with it and all the things that
Because it
came
never
behind
truly
it. Yeah.
stopped. Like you said, it never truly stopped. Yes, they forced us off the people's land, but people still stayed and they had to make a living, so they still went back to work.
As well as everything that slavery brought, as far as just the richness of the country, and y'all got free labor to build a whole country. So
I mean, it was only abolished because the people in the South was making more money than people in the North. That's the whole reason why they did that. It wasn't
right,
because he really wanted to free the slaves. It was like, wait a minute, they're crippling us financially. We got to break this up.
yeah, it's all
Money.
it's
It's
all
all
money,
about money. The root,
money, and just being kind of evil, like just being sickly,
but they say money is the root of all. No,
inhumane.
sorry, the love of money is the root of all evil, and
Right.
I truly believe that it's not the money per se; it's the love of it. Because the things that people do for money
And
and how they
power.
treat you in power,
Yeah.
that's the evil part.
Hmm. Exactly. But today we do have freedoms that we should be very thankful for. Do you have any plans for Juneteenth? Are you going out to a black restaurant to be black?
You know what? That you said that, I probably will go to a black restaurant, even
Going to
though
get some
I live in Atlanta.
hookah,
No, I'm not getting the hookah.
hmm
Sorry,
do boots
I'll
on
go
the
for breakfast.
ground, you know.
I'll go for breakfast. I'm not. I want to go for breakfast when there's no hookah and no boots on the ground. I'm gonna go have
That
orange.
is
I want to have orange
funny.
juice in my chicken and waffles. Okay,
No,
I don't want
you don't
boots
want
on
to
the
be doing the
ground.
little line
No,
dance.
I don't.
No,
I'm sorry, I don't.
they're gonna have
I
a
love us for real.
DJ.
I don't. Don't. I don't. I don't
Go
want
and
that.
be black. Be extra
No,
black
no,
American.
I'm okay.
Hmm.
I'm okay on that
I
day.
mean, but
I
us
get it.
just being ourselves is all we need to
Exactly.
do.
I get it enough. We get it every day. I get it all the time. I'm okay on
You
that.
get what all the time?
The boots on the ground, the hookah, us being us. I'm black every day. I'm clearly black.
Yeah.
I might not be super hood black, but I'm still black.
I
I have a
mean,
black
but we all
experience.
count. We all are a part of this
Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. Now we
beautiful
get boots on the ground
race.
this weekend when we have like the parade and stuff at Piedmont Park.
Oh, they are having a parade at Piedmont.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we can
cool.
go and do that. Like I'm down for
I'm
those
pretty
festivities.
sure they will.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure the
I'm down for
fans
the
are
festivity.
coming. Okay.
Right. Clack, clack. Okay. I'm down for all of that then.
Hmm.
But when I'm trying to have my breakfast, no.
The thing about it, it's not about when you down for it. It's about when that song play and everybody be having a
Yeah.
purse just in case.
Absolutely.
Like y'all literally walk around with fans just in case.
Clacking fans
The
have gotten
grocery
so popular
store,
within the community.
the
It's
post
funny.
office, like
Absolutely.
just in case boots on the ground play. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Got to be ready. You know, I love what that song has done for us.
I do too. I actually do. I actually like the song,
Yeah,
but it's just so funny because it just, like you said, it will bust out of nowhere and everybody hit the line dance.
out of nowhere.
It's literally like the electric slide.
It's like magic.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the electric slide, the cha-cha slide. It's so many line. Actually, it's so many line dances out. Speaking of black stuff, it's so
Mhm.
many line dances out now. You can't even keep up.
I still ain't learned to me line dance.
Now that's the one that's too kind of difficult.
I know like the first 2 steps. And the thing about it, the place where I used to work, they used to do it all the time.
Hmm.
It was a black restaurant.
Of course it was.
But I never felt like learning it. I just used to sit there and stare.
And watch.
Yeah.
And
Story of my life, actually. Sit there and stare, never join in.
it's time
But
to
that's
join
another
in.
podcast.
See, it's time to join in. Okay.
Right. But yeah, to all my black Americans, go and be black. My fellow black Americans. What are we called? We got a lot of names, child. We need to figure that out. But anyway.
You know what we do need to get is the Black American flag.
We do have a flag.
We do have a flag.
Yeah, we do. It's like black and red and it has gold on it.
It has gold on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that little flag.
We need to post that up and go out and wave that.
Yeah, I want a t-shirt.
Yeah, put it on a t-shirt.
It's going to be made by white people, though.
Of course
it's going to be made by Asians.
Well, truly, that's what it's really going to be made from, to be honest.
No, yeah, but we should have a t-shirt and, represent a black American experience.
I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm bliggity, black, y'all.
Is there a black American? Lift every voice and sing. Yeah, we got a national anthem and stuff. So, yeah, everybody celebrate and
we got things to
take pride in
proud
who you
of.
are. The Georgia in me, the Illinois in you.
The very Chicago in it.
Yeah, Chicago.
Illinois is another whole other place.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's
me.
The same state.
Trust me. If you go down too far, ain't never cornfields and rednecks. Trust me.
The Atlanta people try to say that too. It's still Georgia, the whole thing.
Well, no shade it is. I can personally say that for Georgia for sure.
Right. But shout out to Juneteenth. I know some of y'all get it off. I'm off, thank God.
I'm off too. Oh, we're both off. We should do something.
Possibly.
Think about it.
Mm-hmm. And y'all be safe. I know a lot of people would be like, oh, we don't care about getting it off. We need reparations and this and that. And I'm with that too. You know what I'm saying?
Now, there you go. Because we were celebrating Juneteenth before it was recognized, right? Mm-hmm. Which is fine that we do get the day off, which I'm definitely happy about it because I'm definitely going to take it. However, run that money, okay?
Where that check at?
Now, let's make that right. Because acknowledging that we're free, something that we already knew, that we were already doing anyway, that y'all have now corporatized now. So also, we're not the only one. It's not like, speaking of this, it's not like that the black people are the only ones get the day off. White people and everybody else get the day off too. So
you want only black people to get the day off at work?
Absolutely.
What kind of shit is that?
It's for us. It was about us.
It's a federal holiday. It can't just.
I know exactly. However, isn't Juneteenth a black holiday?
It's a federal holiday. It's an American. It's when America decided to hug black people.
Oh, okay.
That's what America
hug us and choke us at the same time.
That's what they're gonna put in the textbooks. It's when we decided to give our black Americans a hug and celebrate them.
We went and freed them.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're gonna say. That's how they're gonna tell that story.
The lies they're gonna twist.
Right. But I know a lot of things. We all wish we had reparations and all the things in the black community. But on Juneteenth, just try to be positive about everything. Just celebrate your blackness, the beauty of being black. It's Black Music Month too, right? June, I think it's Black Music Month. Mm-hmm. So all the things that come with being a black American.
Yeah, let's go play some old school tunes. Get some new tunes,
jazz to hip hop to R&B, and eat you some.
Just play some black rock
food,
music,
some
country music.
Watermelon. Watermelon is actually a great fruit, and they really made it coonish, but it's actually a really.
I ain't gonna lie to you, and I ain't gonna hold you. Right. That's all I've been eating for the last 3 months.
I love watermelon.
It's watermelon. I got some watermelon in my refrigerator in there right now.
You know what would be a great topic? Some stereotypical black stuff.
We
can do that later. Yeah.
And I do hate how they villainize watermelon, but for those who don't know, that's because black people was profiting off watermelon. Mm-hmm. And
my uncle got watermelon.
Now they flipped it. And made it evil. And let me tell you something. What's so funny, right? Mm-hmm. Being in Chicago, right? Of course, black families, we already know we don't eat chicken and watermelon outside the house, right? Especially not together outside the house, right?
Y'all know why?
Because the stereotype. You're not supposed to eat black people eat chicken and watermelon. Now let me say this: until I came here and started living in Atlanta, is when I actually seen white people eat more watermelon than us.
Interesting.
I had never seen really like white people eat watermelon before until I moved to the South.
That's very interesting.
I was so, not to say that I know that they didn't eat it, but actually to see them eat it. I'm talking about they was eating it more than the black people was eating it.
I've never
in public, because again, black people don't eat watermelon in public.
Shit.
only at like picnics and stuff, at the
Man, please.
cookouts.
I'm eating water. I ain't afraid of no watermelon. First of all, watermelon is very healthy.
It's very it's
It's
so
very
good. It's so
healthy.
hydrating
It's very hydrating with the seeds. Make sure we
with
get
the
the
seeds.
seeds.
Yes.
And what's wrong with eating? Man, fuck that stereotype. I'm gonna eat me some watermelon. I ain't scared.
Oh yeah, now I don't care about none of that.
I ain't never been
However,
scared.
back in the day, want to eat your
Interesting.
watermelon. Not no. I would dare eat watermelon in front of a white
In
person.
Chicago.
And or fried chicken.
Fuck them white people.
Now I would eat the chicken, but when not the watermelon for sure.
Yeah, we were eating chicken and watermelon down here, like
Forever.
I mean, and the thing about it, it's not like I'm waiting for chicken and watermelon, but I'm not
Right.
scared to eat it. If it's available and I want it, I'm
because when watermelon season does happen and they start putting them in the grocery store, that's the first thing I always go for because like I say, it's very hydrating, less calories. It's good for you. Like you said, I try my best to get to seed it as much as possible. Like
a lot
if
of
they
minerals.
it's like a lot of benefits that's in watermelon. Anything
Mhm.
that's good for you, that's a whole nother topic too. But
The seeds are healthy too.
yeah, I mean, I've actually funny thing is I have a pot that I had an old plant in, which is sitting outside right now, which is so funny that it's raining outside. I just put the seeds in that pot today.
You trying to grow a
I'm
watermelon
trying to go
patch?
to see
A
if I
little
see grow a
vine?
watermelon vine.
That's
Just
funny.
see if it grows.
Yeah, but whatever you want to eat, do what you want to do. Just celebrate your blackness.
Be
Really, you
black
should
people.
celebrate it every day.
Oh, Black
Really and
365.
truly. Exactly, Black 365. But on Juneteenth,
Be extra.
just be extra
Be
a little
extra
bit.
black. We can all be good. We could all be hood that day.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Go be stereotypical black. Go do something black.
Right.
All right. I feel like we're treading into dangerous territory.
Yeah.
Here, so.
Bye, y'all. Y'all let us know, how do y'all celebrate y'all freedom? What does Juneteenth also mean to you? Let us know in the comments. Like our videos. Subscribe to our channels. We have individual channels as well on TikTok and on YouTube.
Everywhere.
Hit us up. Bye, y'all.
Bye.